All right, welcome back to the analyst desk here on WTP Esports. We got a new matchup coming your way, Symphony versus Kraken Warriors. We just had an amazing Kraken Warriors matchup. If you missed it, 10 Supremacy, 1 point away from taking the upset, but Kraken Warriors clutching that one out. It was pretty hype. So GG's to everyone, and thank you to the follows that has come in the last set that I didn't mention, Samino and Kazizus, I think, and Cherry Girl again with another gifted sub to support Kraken Warriors and their win. Now we have our second set of the day. We got Symphony taking on Kraken Warriors. Here are their team stats. Obviously, Kraken Warriors team stats aren't updated from the previous match because we don't have a production team to instantly update all the stats. But Symphony and Kraken Warriors, even though their records are different, guys, if you look across the board, their stats are actually quite similar, which is pretty interesting. What do you make of that, Joe Ryan, in this matchup?
Both Symphony and Symphony and Kraken Warriors, the stats being very similar, but really with Symphony having kind of upsets for the past few rounds of this league, it's kind of leaning again before Kraken Warriors, but again, they could bring you to the game by once again and just throw us all off.
Yeah. And German, what are you thinking as we approach game one here between these two teams? Who are you taking in your predictions?
100% Symphony. Like, I know this team is like, I know they had like upset losses, but I think they can pull it out. Like, I know they're also growing, like a really strong team, and I think this will be maybe a good matchup against Kraken Warriors. I think Symphony can really pull this off against them.
Yeah, well, if we go to our playoff race, here's what these games mean. Of course, now it's not updated. Kraken Warriors now at 4-2. If they win this game, they lock playoffs in at 5 wins because they have tiebreakers both over Rayleigh Gamers and OO Gang. If they lose this and lose to Xylo next week, they will end up as 4-4. Rayleigh Gamers and OO Gang could surpass them if they win both of their games. Of course, they have tough matchups as well. So Kraken Warriors looking pretty good, but it's always great to have your playoff seed locked in by your own efforts. So definitely Kraken Warriors want to win this one and just put themselves straight into the 4th seed. It is going to be difficult though because Kraken Warriors, I think, even though they won that last set, it was a lot closer against Tent Supremacy than anyone thought it would be. And so I'm thinking against Symphony, it could also be a close set, maybe a 4 or 5 game series as well. Let's see what happens because we are now ready for game number 1. So Joe, Ryan, and German, let's jump into it. Take us away. See if Kraken Warriors can indeed lock their playoff spot. Let's jump right in.
All right, let's go. Anchovy Games Tower Control. I'm hoping what I can see to pull out. I'm hoping KO from Symphony plays the B leader, but no, he actually might go for the Spider Scope. So, okay, this is pretty much like a Symphony comp that I would see. Zap, T-Tech, Machine, and Charger.
Yeah, very important side of Symphony. This is actually much like that. At the same time, for Kraken Warriors, they are doing the same side as well. On the side of, yeah, stuff, they're doing the same comp.
Absolutely here. So we'll just have to see what kind of stuff we got to do here now. So everyone's just playing really neutral here for right now. So like everyone's playing slow. We see a lot of specials coming out too. So like the Buoy Bomb, and then mostly from Kraken Warriors.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, definitely going to see more or less kills coming on the side of one of these teams. And
yeah,
it's like it's going to be neutral for right now.
But it seems though Symphony does get the 3 members down, so like that's going to prevent with Symphony taking this lead here. Like I said, like I really want Symphony really taking this like set here if they're able to pull this out. Like I have lots of hope on Symphony, a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like you might be having a bit come true because Symphony is coming to the 2-player advantage against Kraken Warriors, getting the 3rd one right now, and that's literally having them getting to the 2nd checkpoint.
Yeah, and then you see Taku already on the zap, just taking that armor, and look at that, just pulling that out of the armor. And Taku does get a pick on that junior, and I could tell Taku is a really good zap player. Like, she knows how to play zap and going for armor bot. Like Taku's just really an amazing player.
And honestly, we can still here because Taku it did get the double, and then it's ending up to be just having them up to 4. But now it's Kraken Warriors' turn to go back to the event.
But
actually,
Swampy taking down, I believe that was the junior that he took out.
Yeah, and that was more or less a palm trade for that. So that actually worked out for them pretty well.
Absolutely here. And so far now with Symphony on the remaining of 40 and then Kraken on 94. So, and I do want to see what KO does here. Like I know he's a really good charger as well for himself. Like I know he mainly plays E-Leader and now he's pulling out the splatter scope, which I think that will probably be a better choice for him right now.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Caleb probably.
And then he pulls out the lay too. So we see 2 members go down, 3 members. No, that's going to be a full wipe on them. Oh my god. So now this is going to be a good push right here. And we see Ozzy on that K machine. Like, okay, predictions on Ozzy. Like, I know he's a really good frontliner. And I know he mainly plays like CDS. But a good change that he can also play machine. He's like really well, like how to play like really well once he's up front. But 2 members does go down on the Symphony here, so like they gotta be pushed back here. So it's just only Taku and KO now, so they gotta really just play it safe now.
Well, let's just 100% looking at Symphony. I haven't been at this point because KO are getting the bomb kill and literally just still with everyone having the pop-off moments, really just Taku in the slot machine just having the pop-up moment. They're putting Kraken Warriors into the dust.
That shot by Lewis there, that was a great shot on he took on Ozzy there.
That was so close to the double, but the armor.
Yeah. And now we see Swampy already just like kind of just striking and then just waiting for them just to maybe pick there, but doesn't really get a pick there just yet. But we see a rape fight going on here with Lewis and KO. So, and Lewis does go down by Taku on the zap. So, but Taku was having a little trouble there trying to get out, but the junior was able to take down the zap here. So, so junior just trying to just like really play safe here. So and there's a trade between Swampy and the junior. So we only got 53 seconds left on the timer. What are you gonna see? What are you really thinking? Like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a really close-up game, and maybe if Kraken Warriors can come back to this. So, like, this could be anyone's game. Like, if Kraken Warriors does pull like a lead here, if they can, like they need the specials that they need, and which 2 members are going down. So no one's on the tower though. So like Kraken Warriors do need to get the tower, but we see KO on that Ray just to prevent Kraken Warriors to not get on that tower. We only got 20 seconds left. There's the jet by Swampy here. So let's see if he gets some picks. No. So Ryan here. So what are you really expecting for the last 10 seconds here? And we're gonna go straight to overtime.
Yeah, really, right now, if Mario actually stayed on the tower early, they would have got the lead, but right now, that's 2 down, 3 down.
It's gonna be 3 down!
Because the last one didn't make it.
Oh my god, that was, I would say that is the closest match ever. Like, in game 1, again, with Symphony versus Kraken Warriors, I'm probably happy with Symphony that they did right now. That was just a complete good defense and stop that they did on Kraken Warriors. Holy smokes, that was just amazing.
Yeah, no kidding. What a stop there. I thought they totally threw that game. And wow, Symphony with a clutch bomb there and some clutch picks right at the end, stopping it 2 points short. I do want to take a moment before we jump into game 2 in this best 5 to say thank you so much to IPL, rating with 79 viewers. You guys are awesome. I hope your tournament was lovely. You guys will have to let me know in the chat how it ended. Here's our set right now in case you missed out. It is a best of 5 between Symphony and Kraken Warriors, and right now, the playoff race looks like this. Kraken Warriors just won their last match. They are 4-2. If they win this, they lock in the 3rd or 4th seed. Only 4 teams make it to playoffs. Symphony, not even on the board here in the playoff race. But guys, if they pull off a win here, all of a sudden, maybe we talk about next week the miracle run that Symphony could make, coming back from all the way to 2nd to last place to 4th spot. So we don't know. They still need to take on, of course, this match here and win 3 out of these 5. So that's where we're at right here, right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. But Yeah, Joe Ryan, take us a little bit through that ending of that game because that was so close between those two teams.
So basically, two things. At the ending that the let's talk about that in the match first, real quick. So yeah, the ending of the match was basically that Kraken Warriors more or less had everyone there, and they just had to tell it. But then at the end, there was one person who stopped, and that was maybe Talk, and you said it was Taku. So yeah, it was maybe Taku with just having the chance to tower. Maybe no one was even on tower, but maybe there was two down there. It was so of a sudden, it was so second of a sudden that no one really knew about it. And literally, yeah, that's how nuts this is. And really, with Symphony having the first win, this is going to go to again IPL Sans. With Kraken Warriors having the history of being an alpha bracket team, and Symphony actually making it to a beta bracket grand finals. Actually, this definitely they are showing that these two are equal. They could be really equally matched to each other. And really, with this pop-off win, if they will have a lot of things to come from, and a lot of hunting on their backs maybe at the end. But really, for this, Symphony having the first win definitely is showing a good starter. But hopefully, this can go well, and they might have a 3-0, and they don't have a mess up like they have been doing a few other weeks.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We got 20 seconds till match number 2. I do want to take a second to thank you, Alexa Kimmy, for the follow. Getting us closer to 600 follows. That is our goal for season 3 here at WTP. So anyone that just came in with the raid, we'd really appreciate a follow as well if you don't mind. But we are ready for now game number 2. Symphony looking to go up 2-0. Kraken Warriors looking to tie it up at 1. Joe Ryan and German take us away. And thank you, Mord Cosby, for that sneaking in that sub there right before game number 2. Much love.
All right, let's go. We're starting our Rainmaker, and now now KO plays Sejet now, and okay, so this is I would say maybe a comp that they would probably do for Symphony. So I want to take a look at Kraken Warriors comp here. Like this is like more of an aggro comp that like a good choice of Lewis to play Nautilus. Like I think what Kraken Warriors is trying to do here, which I think they was rethinking what they could have done better from last game. I think they're trying to go for like maybe more aggro comp to like prevent with Symphony's comp here, but that's not going to do anything. But with 3 members down, KO takes the Rainmaker and just yoink it and just going to the left side and just trying and okay, that climbing right there by KO, I was just like, no way, KO, there's no way.
They missed the jump.
Just missed the jump. I was just like, no, KO, please. And in my mind, but at least maybe a decent lead for Symphony right now. Like, good start for them. So Kraken Warriors reading game mid. So we only see Ozzy still alive, but Abel, that's going to be a full wipe then because Ozzy does have to jump back. So now we have Shindu grabbing that Rainmaker if they're going to try to do this same push as they did. But Shindu is going to die to the Ray by KO. What? Oh my gosh. KO, I can't say much of more what he's done and he plays. Like, he's just an amazing player, and like all these just all these people are just playing super well and just like really well coordinated of how they start up these pushes here.
Yeah, and really just thinking about the same about what you said earlier about anti-clock playing role got to cop. This is the thing. This is the same thing they did in game 2 last match. So they're just trying to do what works for them. And maybe this is. And really for Kraken Warriors, they are getting the 3 down that they need. And just that jump push, that was the same one that actually they did before once they tried and failed. But Shinju actually doing it again. But actually getting denied by swapping, sneaking in with the K-shot. But they still have the kill advantage unless that...
Whoa, what was that? I didn't really see what happened, what got the K-Pro. I didn't know how they get it. It was either the barrier or maybe a bomb that I just didn't see from Swampy through it.
It was a bomb to Rainmaker. It was a bomb to Rainmaker.
Oh, okay, I see.
But yeah, just saying from that, really just Kraken Warriors top in the middle that they really need waiting for that missile spam. They might just be losing more and more because of KO. They're playing the CJ. Oh, and there is a DC at 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. So I'm assuming. Wait.
The DC rule is you have to make it to 50, or it has to be in a time limit.
Okay, I didn't really get to see like in the DC kind of rules if that was a thing. I didn't get to see. Like
So Luke,
Luke, DC rules, I guess. Yeah, I don't know much about.
Yeah, DC rules. We are going to cut to the analyst desk, but the DC rules are if the game is halfway over, it does count, whether that's by score or by time. And I believe we can check the tape here. I don't know if I caught it with the replay.
yeah, 2 minutes.
It was 2:23, I believe, on the clock. So a little unfortunate that they stopped playing there because I don't know if they thought that the game wouldn't count, but unfortunately for KW, it was past the 2:30-minute mark, even if it was just slightly. So
it was just an unfortunate DC. So I mean, if I can make a prediction for Kraken Warriors, if they do want to make a game 5 here, they gotta really think what Symphony's comp here. Like Jorian, I know you've probably known Kraken Warriors more than I do, but if you had any predictions if Kraken Warriors might want to get a game 5 here, like in this set, what would you think that they got to do?
Well, what they really need to do is definitely with their comp, with Lewis being the Nautilus, it was going okay, but really Lewis is kind of okay with the sniper. But what they really need to do is try to counteract what they can do to Taku, basically what they can do to Swampy. Those two being the Slayer players and the Armor player. Those two are the main important people to kill because with the NZAP's heaviness of power that can overlap the Junior, nuts, and they can just do easy double. And Swampy just getting the bomb kills and getting the directs. It just yikes! Like they are the two hunted that they need to be for Kraken Warriors. And again, with Kraken Warriors having the DC and making it to 2-0, this is really scary for Kraken Warriors right now. They need to basically reverse sweep to get the win. But maybe if the DC happens again, that might be it. That's unfortunate.
I mean, we're trying to get an update from Kraken Warriors to see on their internet right now. They still only have 3 in the lobby, so we'll try to get that sorted out. But it's really difficult when you just DC right after the mark of, hey, this is going to be a reset, or it's not. It's going to get played through, and that's unfortunate that it happened just past that 2:30 mark. But unfortunately, it sounds like some of their internet is going out, and they're trying to get one of their subs in. So we'll get you guys an update as soon as we can. But Joe, Ryan, walk us through as a team. How does Kraken Warriors? How do they reset mentally? Because right now they're down 2-0. They had an unfortunate DC, and potentially now are gonna have to sub in a player. So how do they mentally reset going into the series? Because that was a really unfortunate way to lose that second game.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, they just fought another match before this, and they won 3-2, barely by a point. So they already are stressed out. They're already stressed out. Maybe internally, they're like, their aim is shaky, might be something like that. But they are hyped as well. So really, to like reset mentally with the DC that's happening right now, and them finding a player, they just need to calm down. They need to take some breaths. They maybe need to drink some water. Stand up, do some stretches, all that. They need to just find a way to de-stress themselves by just thinking calmly and relaxing. And for right now, just maybe have themselves hyped up a little bit, but more think about strategy and what they want to do. Because on right now, Symphony more or less doing mostly the same concept, armor and K-Shot, and then just as another support weapon, and then we have KO with the long range backline or midline if you talk about the C-Jet. But yeah, more or less they just need to calm down, stand up, drink some water, all that, and you should be fine.
I would agree with that for Jorian said. Yeah, for Kraken Warriors, I would say just relax. It's not over yet. Just like kind of just shake it off, and just like gotta really rethink what they gotta do here for their comp if they want to get a game 5 here.
Yeah, well, maybe the extra prize pool money just donated by Cherry Girl will give them extra motivation. Thank you, Cherry Girl, going off again with subs and donations. Much love, much support coming from Cherry Girl. Insane amount of support. You're too good to us. You're too kind to us. So thank you, Cherry Girl. We're going to give Kraken Warriors a couple minutes to see if they can find a 4 sub. If not, unfortunately, they will have to DQ in this 2-0 set here. But here is where we're at with the standings after that Kraken Warrior win from earlier today. And of course, Red Sun have not played their set. They will play regular gamers here. And if they win that, they still remain in third. Although technically, as of right now, Kraken Warriors are half a game up on them. But if they lose a set, they now fall to 4-3, and that's where it's interesting because OO Gang, regular gamers, have a chance if they both win their games to surpass them. Symphony, if they beat Kraken Warriors and then win their last 2 matches, then they'll both tie at 4-4. So a loss here from Kraken Warriors isn't game over for them. They are still in a good spot, but it does make the playoff picture, guys, just a little more spicy, if you know what I mean. So
absolutely.
It's going to be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also Team Captain Chat is actually being a little bit sneaky. They might we might be seeing a different player. Okay. Well, there goes that hope then. Well, okay. There goes that hope. But really at this point, really for Kraken Warriors, they did get the win. They got the win, so that's the good thing. They got a win, and they basically knocked out Ted tremendously. And if they take 2 this against Symphony, it doesn't really matter. They just get another win. And Symphony is now tied for 2 wins at least, so that's the good thing. And that's the last. And this is their last match today. Yeah. And for next week, they still fight. Yeah,
I mean, it is spicy. I mean, again, they won 10 supremacy. Imagine if they had lost that, then we'd have a whole different storyline going on. We'd be hitting the panic button on Kraken Warriors if that was the case. But pulling off that last second victory in overtime might have been the most clutch moment Kraken Warriors has ever pulled off. Because even if they lose here, they're going to be sitting at a 4-3 record going against Xylo in the last week, who's undefeated, probably going to finish at 4-4. But here's the deal. That would mean regular gamers have to beat Red Sun and West Broadway, who are in the number 2 and 3 teams in most of our minds. It would be OO Gang having to beat Xylo and Symphony to surpass Kraken Warriors, which would be quite the task. And then if Symphony wins, there is a possibility that they could still somehow make playoffs after starting 0-4 if in their final week they can beat Red Sun and OO Gang. Of course, OO Gang, probably an easier matchup for them than Red Sun, but you know, Red Sun isn't... It's not like they're an undefeated team. They've looked 3rd best so far in the league. They look pretty dominant, but you never know. There is some off chance that maybe Symphony does end up beating Red Sun, does end up beating OO Gang, and pulls off the miracle of all miracles. So it's looking like a pretty hype next week if this ends up being a potential DQ loss, unfortunately, for Kraken Warriors, as it doesn't sound like so far I've heard from them that they can find a sub.
That kind of just sucks.
It's really unfortunate.
But
yeah. If everyone could just buy better internet, everyone just start paying $100 a month for your internet, guys. That's all you need to do.
Pretty much.
And then also everyone donate $100 a month to Nintendo, so they finally set up servers.
If Nintendo even listens, let's just be fair.
They would just take our money. Let's be real.
Literally, the Splatoon community did. This is kind of controversial, but still, the Splatoon community itself did better than Nintendo, and we raised so much money from the Squid House. Let's just call that out once again.
We literally paid $20. Like, if you pay a year of, Nintendo membership, we paid $20. Hello, Nintendo.
And literally, we raised at least I think I remember up more than $5,000 in the Squid House, and literally Nintendo gave FT Ben 5 copies of ARMS already.
Hey, I mean, don't you need 5 copies of ARMS? Because really, when do you ever play ARMS? So if you ever get kind of like an itching to play ARMS again, you're like, well, I gotta find a copy, and it's pretty handy to have 5
Well, I can
copies just
kind of
lying
say,
around.
I kind of know Shaq a bit, and I think Shaq doesn't know what to do with the copy of his arm. I think it's all downloads.
All right, Cosby, thanks again for the sub. Giving it to Simply Sam this time around. Thank you for another gifted sub. $1.50 of that going straight to the prize pool. It looks like Kraken Warriors does have Lewis, whose internet did crash. It looks like it's coming back up, or potentially using hotspot, which we'll see how secure their internet is on that. If they DC again, they're going to be in trouble. So it's better than nothing, I guess. So we'll give them a minute to get into the lobby here, and hopefully we can play out at least the rest of the set.
I don't know. How's that going to play?
Great question. Great question.
Oh my god.
Cherry Girl with another sub, though. You guys are popping off. Cherry Girl and Cosby trying to fight each other here. I think there's maybe a sub war going on.
I assume so, if that's
All right.
what's happening.
I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's the one war I won't complain about.
Yeah. And really, the truth, that really, Jericho giving it Popgun, who is going to give it to Mrs. Popgun.
All right.
Cosby?
Well, we did have an update of Kraken Warriors having a full roster in, and then unfortunately someone else on Kraken Warriors just DC'd. So we'll try one more time. Holy guacamole!
The DCs happened.
This is awesome. Okay, there we go. I'm hearing more pings, more pings. Another gifted sub from Cherry. Another gifted sub from Cosby. And Nora with the follow. You guys are breaking my internet. 10 gifted subs.
What is happening?
Cherry with the smackdown is just like, no, Cosby, get out of here. Cosby's like, yeah, I surrender. I surrender.
There we go. There goes the second forward. Cherry Girl still just reigns supreme with the whole donation war. Literally, the first one was literally just me versus Cherry Girl.
Try me, Cosby. Not letting you beat me in this.
Yeah, literally, the first one was at the beginning of the season with the donation war, and now it's just a sub war against Cherry Girl. Cherry Girl, thank you for the support. So much support. And now, really, with that, isn't it pull over like over $250 for us at this point?
I don't know the exact numbers, but after this week we'll calculate it. It's probably going to be pretty close. So,
jeez.
Yeah, and 60% of that will go pro, 30% amateur.
The subs is like huge. It's
Joe Ryan,
so much.
you can get the 10% Academy prize pool tomorrow. So pressure's on you guys now.
I guess I'm getting money. Because honestly, like because like saying about the percentage, to be honest, the 60% going to pro, 40% going to amateur, and 10% going to
30.
academy. Like that number percent, really, if the pool was like at the start before this whole donation war and everything, which was like at $150 or something like that, or even $130, if the pool would have been really like. For the academy would have been like maybe $10 more or less, but now if it's almost being $250, literally whoever wins pros this Sunday is going to get some money really well.
The jackpot, whole lot of rage. The favorites there on Sunday are probably getting pretty hyped. If someone wants to show them this clip, they'll probably be like, "Whoa, who's Cherry Girl? Thank you." who's Cosby?
Hi,
Shelling
Keo.
out for us. Yeah, so they're gonna be pretty hype, I bet, about all that going on. So we finally got a lobby. Looks like a set back up between Symphony here and Kraken Warriors. So my goodness, it's been quite the ride, quite the delay, but fingers crossed, one more round. They're in the lobby. Everyone push ready. Please, no more DCs.
just don't even like go for a change. Just hit ready and start it. Just start everything. Just start it.
Just end the game within 1 minute so that there's no chance of a DC. Someone knock each other out real quick.
This would be an hour-long VOD. But yeah, by the way, Twitch chat, be sure to check out the WTP match bar channel if you want to see every match so far in season 3.
Yeah.
You might want to see that definitely to see the build up of everyone.
Yeah.
Just out there. And also subscribe to the WTP main YouTube channel. We're 10 subs away from 2,000 subscribers.
Let's
So sub to
go.
that, so we can get 2K on that.
Yeah, we need to start finding some more video production people. So if there's anyone in the chat that wants to join staff and start building up some more videos, that'd be hot. I mean, Stormy and who's the other person that did a highlight video? Was it you, Joe? Right?
Well, I never did any yet, but I
Okay.
definitely am going to soon. But more or less, yeah, Stormy been popping off with those highlight videos.
Popping off.
Oh yeah, Stormy.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all. Let's get back into the mindset, though, of commentating, because we got 7 seconds till match number 3. Symphony here with a win. Will get the 3-0 sweep over Kraken Warriors and keep their playoff hopes alive. Kraken Warriors, if somehow they can reverse sweep, will lock in a playoff spot. So let's finally jump into game number 3.
Alrighty, let's go. Clamblitz, and we're going on Snapper Canal. Well, another round of this we get to see here. So, okay, I would say this is similar comp, and I think Kraken Warriors is still going to keep playing with the same comp they have.
Yeah, this was the same comp they did in the last game 3, in the last match, and I think from that one, didn't they win? If I remember correctly.
I think we were probably just asleep there. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe. But yeah.
and I see KO choosing the Fire Fin instead. Interesting that I see that a Fire Fin will be chosen, especially for Clamblitz.
But again, remember, there's a Snapper Canal, so you can start the sneak, but and the bomb was nearby the basket is really crucial, like the Booyah bomb that we see inside Kraken Warriors. And really, right now, no one has plans other than Koyo, actually.
Yeah, Kraken Warriors have the power clam, though. And able to take out Taku there. And, wow, maybe Kraken Warriors can start with a push here, right here and now.
Yeah, just based on Koyo with the clam, unless someone else can be getting a clam and going for the sneak.
Yeah, and I see also the junior doing some work here, just also trying to get an armor so they could start with this push, and then they go for an instant armor once they got it. So they're gonna get the first score. So they're actually 3 down on Symphony. So Kraken Warriors can start throwing all these clams in. Now they got it to remaining of 44 now. So like this is a decent lead for Kraken Warriors here.
Yeah, and again, for Kraken Warriors, they still have more or less the cap in the bases.
I don't know if you just saw it, but Lewis able to get like an inject pick on KO. That was just insane. Yeah, I saw it from a good angle of it, and like Lewis was just like got that pick on KO there. That was just like really good shot.
Yeah, and again, really with that, Kraken Warriors is still saying from that they don't want to pinch in a 3-0 streak.
Yeah, Kraken Warriors. Yeah, Kraken Warriors is not giving up though. They're not giving up.
Yeah, they were camping it for at least a good solid 3 minutes at that point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, and we see like now they got that penalty like from once they got that second push there. Like now they got it to remaining at 32. So like this could potentially, and they're gonna score again. So like they can maybe start going with like maybe a knockout if they're able to do it. So the knot does go down. So oh my god, like this is like a huge lead for Kraken Warriors right now. But
yeah, like.
It seems though like 3 members are down, so they're gonna have to like Symphony does have to respond to this. Like, okay, so Jorian, if I was Symphony, what would they have to do if they have to respond with this big lead that Kraken Warriors have?
Well, really at this point, Symphony just needs to do what they did for the game 1 and game 2. They need to sweep them. They need to wipe them quarter to quarter, and they don't need to get trapped. And at the same time, kill the person who has the most clams. And that was more or less mainly the duty who gets having the most clams. And they were going in. They were being distracted. Symphony was distracted. That's what they always have to do, and that's what's happened in the last few games as well. They're kind of throwing the game once again, but they can't throw the game once again. Kraken Warriors is still getting double and having jump beforehand. Kraken Warriors is more or less camping them once again.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Kraken Warriors just really doing well. Fantastic job. Just really well coordinated, and they just really popping off of their specials. And now they have another power climb to start up another push here. So they're gonna get that next power climb in here, and
Calio.
they have a chance to knock this one out, and I think they are. Yes, they do.
Again, the Calio, the junior player, having 4 sneaky clams to put in that whole game, and they still just got the push over Empowerment. And just at the whole time, just besides Symphony, they've just been camped. So really, that's that. So that's the story of Kraken Warriors.
Wow.
Reverse sweep session. It might be possible still, but if Symphony gets one win, they get the set. But again, this definitely might confirm that during the DC time, Kraken Warriors has calmed down from the 3-2, and they got some water, they stood up, they walked a bit, they calmed themselves down. They are ready, and Lewis with the hot water is actually working out really good. So that's a good plus.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting to see that with this delay, with this break, it seemed like Symphony was lost coming back from it. I mean, they dominated. Well, I mean, that first game was really close, but they dominated game 2 pretty well. And then all of a sudden they lose 100-0. I mean, that wasn't even close. It looked like they were, I don't even know if like they just, lost focus after that, long DC delay or something. But Kraken Warriors taking it to them. They had that mental reset. And now, guys, I'm a little bit worried for Symphony because they've had a lot of close series this regular season where they've just not gotten over the line. They've just thrown it in the last wrong moments, and so many things just haven't gone their way. And now losing that game 3 to Kraken Warriors, it gets me just thinking, is there a reverse sweep coming right here? I don't know.
We'll just have to see and find out there, Luke. So we'll just have to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, Symphony still has 2 more chances, so it's definitely, still in their favor, but momentum, it just feels like it's starting to lean a little bit away from Symphony. So if they want to win the series, I feel like they can't let it go to game 5. They got to get this win right here on Splat Zones in Manta Maria. So let's see if they can do it. We are ready for game number 4. So let's get some more hype action. Maybe game 5 coming our way if Kraken Warriors can take this W.
Absolutely. So now we are getting ready for this set here. So, and we see now I actually maybe see Taku playing junior for the first time, like as I see it though. And she's running Object Shredder for the junior, which in my opinion, that I see juniors mainly used for Rainmaker and Clan Blitz mainly. But I mean, I guess sometimes in situations like that, you can maybe use Object Shredder on junior. Just depends on the situation. But it seems though right now, the one member does go down in Kraken Warriors. So Symphony might be able to get the first zone, and they do. So that's 3 members down on Kraken Warriors. So Lewis is having a little trouble here. And I believe it was Taku or probably Swampy able to pick on Lewis there. So a good start on Symphony.
That's a wipe. That was just a wipe right there. So really, with the Kraken Warriors, again, being camped on the right side, this is really a bad push for them. One of them has to take you have to get in zone. Unless they just do the armor like that, and you have to do the Booyah, double Booyah maybe, and have to get both zones and they get the win. And actually, they were so close to getting both zones, but they actually get the zone. And actually, by the way, my Taku was using Object Code, was to actually crack the armors on the side of Kraken Warriors, so that was a good strat for her to do that.
Absolutely. They do get the zone. And if I was Kraken Warriors right now, I watch out for KO right now. Like, he finally pulls out that E-leader. Like, he's the E-leader main. Like, you gotta watch out for KO. Like, he's watching you and getting ready to, pull that trigger and just snipe you. Like, you gotta watch out for him. Like, that's all I gotta say for him. Kraken Warriors.
Yeah, let's not forget about the Bane that's coming from KO.
But it seems 3 members are down though, and Kraken Warriors are gonna regain this lead now, taking the lead here.
Yeah, and actually right now, that Kraken Warriors is right now having Symphony once again. The momentum shift during the break is definitely getting to them. And we are mostly going to be seeing game 5 with Swampy actually finally killing the person that was inside the base of Kraken Warriors. And Symphony also actually got out and sneaks a little bit. but actually that wasn't enough. And then with 6 seconds on the clock, with the rain popping off, that would not be it.
Oh no, I'm so lost right now. Like I have so much of my predictions on Symphony. Like after when they got that zone at the beginning there, and like they were doing so well, but then Kraken Warriors was able to like really play it really well coordinated as a team. Once they got that zone back, that push there, like that's just how Kraken Warriors was able to come back from this. Now we're tied at 2, guys. We're having a game 5 here. Guys, like I'm just speechless right now. So like what are you guys' thoughts right now?
I mean, this is insane, German, because you're right. It's like Symphony up 2-0, especially after that DQ loss for Kraken Warriors. It was like, man, oh man, Kraken Warriors, they may not have a 4th player, and all of a sudden their playoff hopes or percentages are starting to go down. Symphony has a chance if they can pull off this miracle. They're looking good against Kraken Warriors, and now I'm just like, wait a minute, what happened to Symphony? It's almost like completely 2 different teams of Symphony from the first 2 games to game 3 and 4. So, Joe Ryan, what is going on with them? I don't understand.
Kevin, one thing. Hi. Welcome to the commentator, Chris. We glad to see you.
Yeah. It's my prediction, so like things happen, so like yeah, and I'm just really hyped up on this set here. Like Jorian, we're just having amazing sets today on commentating.
Yeah, and here's the truth thing. If this is going to be like the last game again, Kraken Warriors. This is what happened in the last game. Basically, well, no, actually no. This happened in the game 1, our exhibition match. Actually made it up to 2-0. Then Calvin Fitz made it to 2-0, and then literally at the end, Calvin Fitz got the win in the sweep. But in the last match, we saw Kraken Warriors and Tetsumergy just swapping out 1-1, and then Kraken Warriors getting the last ledge by 1 point. So if this is either going by one of 2 ways. Either Kraken Warriors get the reverse sweep once again, and just continuing that trend of getting the game by clutch.
We are ready for game number 5, so let's just find out right now. Kraken Warriors need a win to lock in playoff. Symphony need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. We're going straight into game number 5. Let's get it going.
Yeah, buddy, let's go. So we're on, I believe it's TC Mako. So here we go. I actually want to now look at the comps here. So we see a custom blaster on the side of Kraken Warriors, which I think for TC Mako, I think blaster would work if they would how to work in a favor here.
That's a 2 down on Kraken Warriors.
Yeah, 2. So it's a 2v2 now. So it seems Symphony able to get the first tower first, but they do go down. So Swampy is just like sharking here, but able to get found. So able to like escape from the Dynamo there, which I probably didn't see that the Dynamo didn't know that Swampy was hiding there and sharking.
Yeah, no, just right now, it's just more or less equal playing field. All specials already on the side of Kraken Warriors. They might be showing a push right now. Actually, with the double and the armor coming out, with the Booyah being safe for the checkpoint, and 2 down on the side of Symphony.
And we got 3 down.
That's Kraken Warriors having the lead right now. Passing the first checkpoint.
Yeah, this could be a little bit trouble for Symphony right now. But if I was Symphony, they gotta start doing something. If they gotta do like maybe flank or they gotta do. So I see Ozzy on T-Tech this time now. Like that's probably an interesting thing that I probably see for Ozzy. And who was on K-Bro? Oh, that's probably Swampy. Okay.
Yeah.
But like if I was Symphony right now, they gotta think what they gotta do here and like take down who's like the main like on Kraken Warriors, because now they got the tower back.
Yeah, and really right now in the side of Symphony, they might be more or less. Oh my god!
That inkjet shot. Whoa, Lewis, just like that. Whoa, my god, that was such a good inkjet shot.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually Symphony needs to chill right now, but after that, really, Symphony might be really in shambles. They were kicking in with the Kraken Warriors, just popping off and killing him so much higher from the last 2 games. The DC just killed him off, and then really just giving it up and going to get up. Ozzy going to see right now, but actually no. Come on, no.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop them though. Like, Kraken Warriors is just doing really a good, fantastic job just to really keep their main people of Symphony away. So like, and like you said before though, Ryan, like Kraken Warriors is trying to get their mindset back up as like after they lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah, and right now that is working. And for Symphony, they're kind of doing the same thing that they did for this whole season, which is really depressing. But really, they can just do this because you have 2 minutes left. If they get a wipe on Kraken Warriors,
Ooh, that shot though.
Yeah, with that shot, that might be the start of the first checkpoint path, and maybe getting the
And
win.
here's the inkjet on Lewis, but is KO gonna maybe get him? But ooh, this could be trouble with Lewis here. Oh, that a trade, but with Taku and Lewis there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Booyah coming out.
Okay.
It's curve.
Yeah, like so far, this is just everyone's just kind of playing slow. There's the armor from Kraken Warriors, so I don't know what to expect really what's going on for this match. But if Symphony is able to maybe try to pull things off here, so like 2 members are down from Kraken Warriors, now 3. So now what Symphony's got to do? They just gotta really gotta be up there and just keep Kraken Warriors away from the tower and the objective. So we only got a minute left. So we don't know what's going to happen. So we are just gonna have to see from this push here. So we see 2 blue bombs coming out. 2 members are down. So 3 members are going down. So we gotta know and see. So this is Symphony's time. If they want to get this lead here, they just gotta get through that second checkpoint.
Again, it's all a mono, but actually getting one. They're getting the tower and maybe getting the second one. They didn't get the second one, but still, there's two.
And they might get the lead here. Yes, they do. Yes, sir. They do get the lead here. So, and I believe it's just Swampy now by himself. That's gonna be 3 members. Yeah.
Here we go again. The last 20 seconds of the match.
I really don't know what to expect. What's happening, Joran? So we gotta see. They gotta take out, the main people. If Symphony wants to play it so defensively and win it, they gotta have to.
Yeah, and literally, right now, whoever gets second checkpoint basically just wins the game. Basically, there's not enough ink on the side of.
And 2 members go down, and that's gonna be it.
Symphony got the upset. Kraken Warrior.
Symphony, well done. My predictions were right after all.
They got
Anyways.
the Kraken Warriors, and now Kraken Warriors are on a 3 ratio right now.
I believe so. Oh my god, that was just insane. Like, can we just say, Joran and Luke, like the push that Symphony had at that last under a minute, like. Symphony was just ready to ride that tower, and we saw KO just riding that tower for the whole time, and then they were just ready to push that tower just to get to the second checkpoint, and which they did, but just a little bit slight lead, and that was at least good enough for them for like under a minute. Like that was just amazing, like well played and well coordination from Symphony. Like they just were ready for that. Like they were so patient. Like everything from Symphony was just they were so ready.
Yeah, I mean, credit to them because they snuck that one away. Almost, I thought they were going to give it back up, but found a way to get back on the tower. Just 2 points still in the lead. And it was crazy because I thought this was literally deja vu. I was like, wait a minute. This is the same set we just saw with Kraken Warriors.
It literally was going to be deja vu.
Yeah, I mean, game 5, where they have to make an overtime push and take a 1-point win. They did that against 10th Supremacy. This time around, it doesn't work out. And somehow, I thought this Symphony team was going to have another heartbreaking defeat here, but finally pulling out a win, keeping their playoff hope alive. And I think Cosby from Regular Gamers is also celebrating with a sub here because that gives Regular Gamers and OO Gang a better shot at getting to playoffs. So Symphony just made this playoff race a heck of a lot closer, and that's